Welcome to the first Indonesia vlog. We are coming to you today from Gili, Trawangan, which is an island in Indonesia. It's just off Lombok. We actually have been in Indonesia for about a week. We started in Seminyak in Bali, and then we went to Canggu in Bali. We basically took a week off vlogging, didn't really capture a lot. We didn't really vibe with Seminyak. It didn't feel like our kind of place, very touristy, quite expensive, and like not really a lot to do. And we stayed in a weird hostel with like a weird hostel owner who made us feel like kind of uncomfortable. And I actually got really ill. I got Bali belly, which is not a joke. It's not to do with the food, it's to do with the water, like waterborne diseases or something in Bali. And oof, it like knocked me out for like 4 days, and I haven't eaten until last night was the first time I ate. And like I said, we've been here a week, so yeah. But that kind of ruined our first couple of days. We did not very much, and then we moved to Canggu, which we definitely liked better, and we took a few videos of a few little things that we did, so I will insert them now. So hopefully you liked looking at some of the stuff that we did get up to. We did this experience called Samesa. I had found out about on Instagram or TikTok. So you go to this place and you have dinner. There's one seating time and everyone sits on one long table, and they bring out like, I think it's 18 courses or something, and basically they just bring out loads of food all at once. It's supposed to replicate an Italian grandma's kitchen where they just bring everyone together. The tagline is you arrive as strangers and leave as friends. It was maybe £28 each. The food was amazing. They have homemade limoncello that's free flowing the whole night. I actually had to leave halfway through because I felt really sick, but Rob stayed. So he really enjoyed it and said that the food just like got better through the night. There was like mushroom risotto, arancini, goat's cheese, all those like Italian beautiful things, and everything's like freshly made and it's all like fresh produce. And I just wish I'd been better for it, but sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and we lost that round, so never mind. Last night we went to a gorgeous Italian restaurant. We literally found it on Google Maps, and it's like on the main street, and I think it's called Bottega something. I'll leave it here. It was beautiful. You pick your sauce and you pick your pasta. It was just simple. It was maybe like £5 for a dish. I haven't heard it recommended anywhere else, so if you're in Bali, in Canggu, then definitely go. So anyway, that was a long introduction, but we have arrived in Gili today. We're so excited to just relax, to just take it in, to take it slowly, to just watch the sunsets and cycle around the island and eat nice food and vlog for you, and maybe do some snorkeling, see some turtles. Just before we go, I want to show you the place we're staying. It's called Lost in Paradise, and we just found it on booking.com, and it's beautiful. So this is outside, and they're like bungalow villas. Hi Robzo. And then this is the room. It's so nice, so big. And then always my favourite thing is an outdoor bathroom. So you have toilet and everything. It's me. And then an outdoor shower, which I love. So this place cost us £74 for 5 nights. So I think that's like just under £15 a night, which I just feel like for a beautiful place like this is so worth it. Yeah, we're gonna go out now and get some food and explore a little bit before the sunset, so we will take you with us. We are on Turtle Beach. Well, I am on Turtle Beach. Rob is in the sea. We've just spent like the last hour, maybe a bit longer, maybe 2 hours actually, snorkeling on the beach here. And this is like a little section where it literally has signs that say like Turtle Point or like Turtle Area, and you can get like snorkels from the, like these, like a snorkel mask and a snorkel from loads of people along the beach side. And so we were just like, let's go and like see. And when you're walking in, it feels really rocky and it was really hard to get in. And then we got the snorkels and went back in again. And it's rocky because it's literally all like coral and like stones and all fish, and there's so much down there. And we just saw 2 turtles just like swimming so close to the edge, like so close to the tide. I'm so tired. It's so tiring snorkeling, like swimming around and trying to breathe through the mask. I ended up getting one of like the full face ones because I really struggled to use the mask and then the snorkel, because I think whenever I'm underwater I naturally breathe out of my nose, so I'm like letting water in through my mask. But that was amazing. I've never snorkeled before. I mean, I've messed about with a snorkel in a pool or in the sea when I was younger, but never like this where there's something to see, which is amazing. So Rob's still out there, he's loving it, and yeah, I feel like we'll definitely be snorkeling from now on because it's just so cool, and so cool that you can just do it right here. It cost us like 15k, which is like less than £1 for a snorkel. And we just saw 2 turtles, which I've never seen a turtle in real life, like a big one. I've done like the turtle hatchery where you let them go, but never a big one, so amazing. We are at the sunset point.
We've been snorkeling today. Yeah, it was cool. We saw like 3 turtles, like so many crazy fish, all the corals and the reefs and stuff.
Really good. So we only just made it to sunset point actually. Well, I mean, we've been here for like 5 minutes now, but we didn't realise as far as it was. It's like 30 minutes from where we were before. Just really chilled here. There's like beach clubs and stuff that you can sit at. We just found this little tiny beach bit and we're sat on this little pier watching the sunset. It's been a couple of days since we updated you. Rob got Bali belly, which he'd managed to avoid the whole time I had it, but it was only for like 48 hours, so he's feeling better. Spent the day in bed, and I just spent a day by the pool. Our hostel is really, really nice. Our hotel is definitely not a hostel. It's like a gorgeous pool area, and the people are so friendly. It's very chilled life on this island. We have breakfast included every day, which is so nice. I finished 2 books, and today we went snorkeling again, and Rob saw more turtles and managed to get some videos of them, so I will insert the videos from the snorkeling here. And we're playing cards.
Oh yeah.
These cards we got in the Strat in Las Vegas. They have the corners chopped so that you can't use them in the casinos. Also, we rented bikes today. We just rented them from the hostel. I think you potentially could get them for cheaper elsewhere, but only by like 5,000. So I think you could save like 25p by going elsewhere, but our hostel did them for 40,000 each, which is like around £2 for the full day. Just cycled around a bit today. This island's really small, so you can basically cycle the whole island. It's been nice, it's been cool. So it is our final day in Gili tonight. We are gonna head out with one of the guys who works here called Kitting, who is lovely. The people here are so nice. We're gonna go watch the sunset and then have some drinks and stuff, so it's going to be a perfect night to the end of our week in Gili, which has been so nice and so relaxing. I just had one of my final showers in this outdoor shower, which is literally amazing. It's so nice. Hot shower as well, which is a novelty in the traveling world, and it is literally the first time I'm going to use my makeup in like 2 weeks. I don't ever really use my makeup. Last year I didn't bring like almost any, and then when you do want to get made up, it's like something that you definitely miss, and it kind of makes you feel a bit more like you have a normal life. I especially feel very like separated from the world and normal life in like the autumn time. I felt exactly the same last year, and I feel like it's just because our life is so different, and obviously it's amazing that we're in the sun. You kind of miss those like cozy things, and I just feel like putting makeup on makes you feel like a bit more at home. Because you don't wear makeup when you're traveling, and you don't really do like fancy things. So I always feel like doing my makeup makes me feel a bit more like a human. So yeah, so that's why I bring my makeup. Is what it is. So I literally just go for a bit of concealer, my Charlotte Tilbury, which is amazing, and I actually can never use this anywhere other than when I'm tanned because it's such a dark shade. I accidentally bought the dark shade, but it kind of works for my life, I guess. And then just my mascara and my eyebrows. But I feel like you don't need a lot of makeup when you are tanned, and you already have that like sunny glow, which I guess is, for me anyway, what I usually try and get with my makeup. So I'm halfway there. Okay, so the camera died, but this is the finished look. Like I said, don't have very much makeup on. I just do my brows, a bit of mascara, some blusher, bronzer, and I'm ready. Well, I need to get dressed. I'm almost ready. We got the boat from Gili, Trawangan, and we're staying in this place. I'm not sure what it's called, but I'll leave the name of it here, and I'll leave the links actually to the places that we stay in the description box, so if you're ever interested, I try and like link everything down there. So we have bungalow, gorgeous little outside area, which is kind of warm, so I don't know how much we'll use it, but this is the room. Really nice big bed. They left like a design on here with loads of flowers and stuff, which is always really cute. And yeah, has this like ultimate retro TV with some DVDs. I don't know, this TV reminds me of a TV that like my nana and granddad used to have, and it used to have like buttons on the side where you press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this bathroom, which is honestly kind of mega. So this is the bathroom. There's a sink and this like big open top, open air bathroom. It was like 15 minutes to walk here from the harbour, which with our bags was like so hot and like so sweaty. But I think like for staying here it's fine. Once you get here, like it's okay. And we found it in Gili where we stayed was also like right in the middle of the island, and it took a while to get there from the harbour, but it was way better because it was super peaceful and like you couldn't hear anything around us. So hopefully this is the same. I also just wanted to mention this, which I don't know if anyone is really interested in this, but I like to know what other people are reading, so I thought I'd share. In the last hostel, someone had left this, like they'd obviously read it and then just left it, and I read on a Kindle, and I kind of thought it was just gonna be like a romance novel, like simple, easy rom-com type book. And I thought, to be honest, just like it'll be nice to have the novelty of reading like a real book. I devoured this book in like 2 days. I couldn't put it down. I cried. Like I've just finished it and I sobbed. It's just amazing. Like I don't want to ruin it for anyone, but it's like the running theme through it is domestic abuse. It's just really eye-opening. It's a book that like I didn't have any expectations for it, and sometimes those are the best. So this is like 5 stars, potentially one of the best books I've read this year, and I would 100% recommend. And I'm really interested now to see some other Colleen Hoover books, like maybe is this the outlier or are they all this good? Hopefully that's useful. If you like hearing about what kind of books I'm reading, then you can actually follow me on Goodreads, which I will leave the link to below, or like tell me in the comments and I will include more. I read a lot, so yeah.
So last morning in Gili, we honestly haven't seen much of the island. We've just been doing work, doing video editing and just like, you know, catching up on a few things. The weather's been a little bit cloudy, like still super hot. We haven't felt that bad about like not going to the beach or whatever. It's so quiet here, there's like nobody around, it's crazy. But we are off to Lombok today. We're gonna get the boat soon and then we're gonna stay an overnight in Mataram and then we're getting up early morning to go to the immigration place. I heard the Lombok place is way faster than the Bali immigration place. Apparently in Bali you have to go back like 4 times. Apparently in Lombok you literally just go without an appointment, go to the bank, pay the fee or whatever, come back, do your fingerprints or whatever, all on the same day, and then you come back and pick up your passport a few days later. So hopefully we'll be able to do that tomorrow, and then depending on how long we have to wait, like we'll either stay in Mataram or we might go to like Kuta in Lombok. We'll show you how it goes anyway.
I am coming to you today from Lombok. We did film a few bits of the visa extension process that we did this morning, so I will insert all of the clips up until now here. So
we're back in the hotel. We went through the like appointment, whatever. We've just got to go back in a week to collect it. We turned up, we had to go and photocopy the stuff that we needed, the passport pages, and print off our flight. We did that at the mosque across the street, and then came back, filled in the forms. We had to go to the bank around the corner. They give you the address, pay the 500,000, then go back, do the fingerprints and the photo, which is like this easy. And then they just said like, right, come back next Thursday. It's 5 working days, but it's a week. They gave us a phone number as well, just to check that it's ready. So they were like, it's guaranteed to be ready in a week, but it might be ready before. So we're just gonna go back next Thursday.
Okay, so visa extension done. We were in Mataram to do the visa extension and we came to Kuta, which is in the south of Lombok, and it seems to be like the place where all of the like backpackers are and like the beaches are and stuff. So we got a grab here. How much did the grab cost?
It was about 210.
210. Oh, it's quite expensive actually then. This is Kuta Lombok, which is very different to Kuta Bali, we've been told. We're gonna stay here for a couple of days and explore the beaches, and then we're gonna go back to Gili. So we'll take you obviously with us. Right now we're gonna go to a local warung and get some food because we are both starving. So we went and had some lunch at a place called Mia Mia's, who did really cheap Indonesian food. So we had like, you had mee goreng, I had rendang curry, they were both good. There seems to be quite a few places around here that do nasi goreng or mee goreng, which is fried rice or fried noodles, for like 15k, which is so cheap. It's like the cheapest food we've seen so far. But then it's weird because there's like warungs, which are like local restaurants that do that, and then next door there's like a super expensive cafe, or like a villa surf style Bali
like
cafe.
120k.
Yeah, so like it seems like kind of crazy that they're just right next to each other, but I guess something for everyone. I do think so far since we've been in Indonesia, like if you can ride a scooter, it would definitely make it easier and cheaper to get everywhere. Like it's doable to do it without, and I think like I'm still happy that we didn't, because I would be worried about like us on a scooter, and I think it would just be stress and like probably cause us arguments because I'm not good like when you drive anyway. But it definitely is more difficult, and there's like places we won't go to because people have just said it's so difficult that it's not worth it. Anyway, so then we came down to the beach, which is Kuta Beach, and I'd read like loads of blogs and stuff that said like this is not the place to come to chill for the day, but it was sunset, so we were just like, we'll just walk around it, and we're kind of waiting until 6 p.m. because one of the bars has a happy hour, but it doesn't start till 6 p.m. so we thought we'd just like wander until then, and we could see like the sunset over the like mountains, and we came to Kuta Beach, and it is beautiful, and there's like people fishing out like quite far into the sea, like gorgeous boats like glistening in the sunset. But we have been hounded like bad people. We sat down on the sand for like 2 seconds and like 7 women came and stood around us.
Like the only people that were on the beach were like these people trying to sell you bracelets or like sarongs or whatever.
Yeah.
It was literally like us and then like 12 of them.
And like loads of little girls trying to sell you stuff, and like I'm fine with people selling me stuff, like I'm really not bothered, but the most annoying thing is when you say like no thank you, and then they're like bye bye bye, and then you're like no thank you, and then they're like, they carry on, and then like this little girl came and sat in front of us and she just wouldn't leave even though we said no thank you like 10 times. And so then you end up like getting up and moving, and then you sit down again, and then someone else comes over, and it's just, it like makes for like not a very nice experience. But it was still nice. We literally walked around for like 5 minutes and then kind of came back. We just sat like a bit further away from the beach now so we can watch the final bit of sunset, and then we're going to go to this surf bar and have some drinks, I think. There seems to be quite a few bars, so I think we could have a few drinks. It's been a long day. We were up at 7:30 this morning, so we're going strong. Oh, we also went to a shop called Mari and Matahari, and the branding got me, which, I mean, if you know me, like the branding, I mean, I'm a brand marketer, so that makes sense, but like branding gets me. And we went in and the woman was so friendly and so nice, and just like asking us where we were staying, like how long we were here for, if we needed recommendations, like gave us loads of tips and stuff. And then they had this little game thing that we bought, which if you're from the UK, it's basically Frustration, like the board game that has the pot rice in the middle. But it was like a piece of material and then like little bits of ceramics or little bits of sea glass or little like wooden pieces, and it all goes into this like tiny little pouch. And me and Rob just like love playing a game, and it's like one of the best things I think to bring traveling, especially when you're staying in hostels, and if you're a solo backpacker, then bringing games like Uno or Monopoly Deal or cards, just a pack of cards are amazing. And so we saw this game and I was like, amazing, like that's cute, and it cost us like £6.50 or something like that.
Yeah.
So we picked it up. So that's another game to add to the list. Maybe we'll play that tonight.